Hi, Vin. Hello. Hi, Vin. Over here straight.
Hi.
First of all, welcome to India. This is Himesh from Catch News. Uh, straight. Center. Okay. So I have two questions for you. The first question, I have two questions for you. The first
Yeah,
one is, how are you liking India so far? How is India treating you?
I cannot see you. I
Over here
cannot see
straight.
you.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I see you. How is India treating me so far? I have never seen a reception entering a country like I did this morning when I got off the plane. The music, the culture, the fact that people are so happy to celebrate their culture is a beautiful thing. So much so that when I got back to my hotel room and I started looking at the pictures, I said, Vin, you're smiling too much. I literally felt like, God, Vin, people are going to think you walk around with a smile all the time. It was very, it was one.
He does most of the time.
It was a wonderful, wonderful reception. Uh, I'm, I wrote this in a post that I've always wanted to come to India. So it's truly, and in my line of work, if it's not work related, somehow you never get to a place. Your time is taken from all of your work, whether you're filming most of the time in different places. If it's not work related, you may never get a chance to go to some place you've always wanted to go to. And the fact that I was able to come to India is something that I'll always cherish. There's so many personal elements or personal reasons why India is important to me that you'll hear throughout my time here.
And my second question to you is, are you aware of the fact that your film is the biggest Hollywood opener in India and it was the first Hollywood film to do over 100 crore over here?
No, I wasn't. But that's good to know, and I hope that trend carries with this new franchise I'm so proud of. But thank you for that. How do I say thank you again? Shukriya. Shukriya. Shukriya.
I have a question for DJ and for Win as well. What was it about Deepika that made her perfect to play Serena?
Well, there was a lot about her. What I really found striking, I was fortunate enough to see a reading that they had done together years before for the project that they spoke about. So I immediately was attracted to the chemistry that there was between both of these great actors. But I think what Deepika brought was she brings such a strength, but she also brings sort of a grace and an intelligence. And what we really wanted to do with Serena, when Vin and I were talking about how do we do this, is create the female version of Xander, so when they finally meet each other in a very fun circumstance, they feel like they're looking in the mirror at each other. And I felt like Deepika would be able to capture that, not only in her, not only with her intelligence and her strength, but I felt like she's very athletic as well. And she's the most beautiful girl that I've ever been able, the privilege to direct as well. So to have all those elements in one character, it was really obvious for me. And yes, she is a wonderful actress. She is from India, but after day one of she and I working together, it was just about how does she embody Serena, and that's what we really worked hard on.
Yes.
Hello?
Eh,
Hello. Hi.
oh, should I continue? Or you? Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, was
Hi,
that to
Vin.
you too?
Out here.
I think he wants to say
I thought it was a
something.
part
He wants
two
to
for
add to
Vin,
that.
right?
I would just add, DJ answered that with everything that I would say. But I would just also add that when we talked to her in the very beginning, we were honest about the fact that it was going to be a very demanding role because it's so high action, and her commitment was a apparent from the beginning. She really made us feel like she would go to all lengths to personify this daredevil of a character in some ways. As DJ said, we needed the counterpart to Xander, and that was going to be very demanding. So it wasn't just the beauty and the grace that we could rely on, it was also her willingness to commit to all the action that's demanded when you have to do an action film like this. They're a lot harder than people think because you can't mess up, otherwise there could be, obviously bad things happen. So you have to be really committed, and you have to come in and you have to practice these stunts, and you have to be ready to play a character of this magnitude. And we saw that in the beginning, and that gave us even more confidence beyond her beauty and beyond her thespian majesty.
I'm going to get you that T-shirt, Thespian Majesty.
All right, our next question.
Hello, I'm right here in the end, last row. Okay, I have to sit down because I can't get up the photographers. Deepika, this question is for you.
Oh, I saw that. We were doing the wave.
Deepika, this question is for you. Vin Diesel, he's known for his stunts, incredible physique, and that brilliant voice. In the beginning, when you first saw him or met him during the shoot, what was it like? How did you break the ice with him, and how were you intimidated in the beginning to be facing the camera with him?
Yes. He doesn't know this, but the very, very first time we met was for an audition, which was about 4 or 5 years ago. So at that point, for me, everything was a blur, because at that point, I was really just focused on, I want that job. I have to get it. It's huge. And then, of course, when he walked in and everyone started feeling the chemistry, and of course, we felt the chemistry, all of that went out of the window. And then cut to now, for XXX, I remember overnight I had to fly down to Toronto to see DJ, and we were going to start filming in January, and we were not locked in till almost November, December, I think. And so I suddenly get this call, and I flew down to Toronto to see DJ, who was scouting for locations. I reached in the morning, I had an afternoon lunch meeting with DJ, which I thought would be very awkward, and I was like, I've never met this person, and what am I going to say, because I'm an awkward person. And that lunch went on for like almost 2 hours. We just sat there talking, and we spoke about everything, and it just felt so easy and so comfortable. And I was going to take a flight back to India, and I suddenly get a call saying, Vince found out you're in Toronto, and he wants you to fly to LA and see him right away. And so I get on a plane, and I reached LA at night, and I went and saw Vin, and that's when that epic picture he tweeted. And Rajiv Masan was the first one who messaged me saying, what? Is this really happening? And even I didn't know at that point, because I didn't know if I was doing it, not doing it, but he put out this picture, which means, yeah, maybe I am doing it. So I didn't know what to say. So I think overall, yes. So that first meeting I had when I went and met Vin for the first time in his office, and I was speechless, because I was just amazed by how much he had to say about the film and about the character and about Serena and about Xander, and I was just amazed by how consumed he was with this entire project. And I was speechless. I couldn't speak. I didn't say much. And then cut to when we actually started filming, I think the experience for me was completely the opposite. And I said this in an interview once, and I don't know if he appreciated it. I said, he's like a teddy bear. He's just so warm and he's the kind of person who will always, I know he'll always watch my back, and not just in a professional way, but even personally. I know he's the kind of person I can always call him up, and he'll always be there for me. And it's amazing when you do films like this, you also work with such amazing people, and you make these amazing friends. I'm extremely comfortable around him, and I think that's because of the way he makes me feel. He's given me so much confidence. I think a large part of why I could play Serena so confidently is because I had my co-star and my director who had so much faith in me. I knew that I got, I understood the character well enough, and that gave me confidence to go out there and perform really well. Yeah.
Hi, Nilima Kulkarni here from IBN Lokmat. Hello, Deepika, great to see you again. And Vin, welcome to India. My question is to Vin. Would you like to work with Deepika again? Of course, the answer must be yes, but what is so special to work with Deepika?
What is so special to work with Deepika? And would I like to work with her again?
Yeah, how many days shoot are you talking about?
Yeah. How soon? When are they thinking? Actually, when are we working together? Did you get a date?
I heard that I should start preparing something to be ready for spring, early summer. That's what I heard.
Wow. Wow. I think that tells you a little something. If in May.
I don't think everyone really got it.
Okay. If what DJ's trying to say. If in May we are filming for Viacom the next XXX, it will be very evident how much I like working with her.
It's entitled Serena's Revenge, right?
It is. She's very, very special to me. All you have to do is look at my Facebook for the last year, and you can see how special she is to me. There's no one like her, and she breaks out of India, quite frankly. You get to claim her because this is her origin, but she's a queen of the world, so the whole world will get to claim her.